Signore e signori, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome in Lamborghini Singapore and Huracán STO launch in Singapore. Based on 87 overall wins, based on 27 titles, but the most based on 3 consecutive wins in Daytona 24 hours. So, based on a true story, the Huracán STO. First of all, let me give you an explanation about the name of this car. STO stands for Super Trofeo Omologata. So, in Italian means Super Trofeo, so a racing car homologated for street, so street legal. And being derived entirely from racing, you can understand that this car has really sophisticated aerodynamic and technologies on board. So, starting from the front of the car, you can see that we introduced a new front, which is called Cofango. So, it's a unique piece that we derived from our Miura. So the first super sport car of Lamborghini, which is a unique piece, as you can see, made by the front hood, the fender, and the front bumper. So unique piece with, again, sophisticated aerodynamic solution, like this air duct in order to increase the downforce, the front splitter to reduce the drag, and of course also increase the downforce, and this louvre, this opening on top of the wheel arch to reduce the pressure generated from the wheels when the car is running. If we move on the back of the car, you will see that the first thing that is really visible is the air scoop. So this big air intake that will generate more airflow to the engine. The central air fill, so that a central fill that will basically increase the stability of the car in turning, a high-speed turn, and a double profile rear wing manual adjustable, of course, to increase the downforce. So, if we compare the Huracán STO pressure profile and the racing car, the GT3 pressure profile, as you can see, they look really similar, meaning that all the solutions that we design on our GT3 cars are one-to-one replicated to a road legal car. So, thanks to these solutions, we have been able to generate a downforce of 420 kilos, so a downforce which is exactly similar to the GT3, reduce drag, increase efficiency, so a car that is much more stable in high-speed turn and also more easy to drive. Of course, also in this case, coming from racing, the lightweight is the key of a car. So over 75% of the body components of the car are made by carbon fiber in order to reduce the weight of the car, so increase handling. And basically, we have designed some technologies on this car, like specific anti-roll bar to make the car stiffer suspension. The car is wider compared to the Huracán Evo. Plus, we designed and we used specific tires for the Huracán STO. If we also check inside the car, basically we wanted to create a racing driving feeling. So steering, throttle, and pedal have a feeling of a racing car. So the steering wheel has a more direct ratio, like a true racing car. The throttle is more direct, so you really have a one-to-one control of the throttle of the engine, and there's a linear braking feeling thanks to this new braking technology that we introduced in the Huracán STO. So the technology that we used in the Huracán STO are basically let's say, based on 4 features. The first one is the rear wheel steering. So the rear wheels can steer according to the front wheel. So when the car turns in a tight curve, low speed, basically the rear wheels turn in the opposite direction compared to the front one, creating a virtual shorter base of the car. So the car will be much more agile to turn. When we drive in high-speed turn, the rear wheels turn in the same direction of the front one, creating a longer virtual base of the car, so the car will be much more stable. The second is the adjustable rear wheel, 3 position, manually adjustable. Then we also introduce the torque vectoring, so we can move the torque of the car, of the engine, wheel to wheel, in order to create the best setup, the best performance, the best stability of the car. And the car is equipped with magnetic suspension. Thanks to the magnetic suspension, basically we can have a car on the same time much stiffer in a racetrack, for instance, or on a mountain road, but also a car that can be used on the everyday basis is a car a bit more comfortable. Regarding the engine, Lamborghini is the last manufacturer to use natural aspirated engine on a super sport car. So Huracán STO is equipped with our famous V10 with 640 horsepower, 565 Nm torque, but the most with the sound that only a V10 natural aspirated can provide. We also designed a more open, let's say, exhaust to have the sound of the engine better speak, and so you can really enjoy this amazing sound. In the car, we introduced 3 driving modes, which for the first time are different from our standard one. So the first one is called STO, which is the maximum fun to drive. So basically, we allow the car to have a bit more oversteering, so a bit more, again, fun to drive, sliding out of the curb. The second driving mode is called Trofeo, so it's the maximum racing performance. With this setup, basically the car will allow you to reach the best lap time in a racetrack. And the third driving mode is called Pioggia, so rain. This driving mode guarantees the maximum traction and control of the car. I mentioned about the brakes. So in the Huracán STO, we introduced a new technology called CCMR, which is a technology derived from Formula One. So these carbon ceramic brakes are developed in order to have a better heat resistance, a much higher cooling, and a much more linear braking feeling. Inside the car, we pair this CCMR braking technology also with a braking thermal manager. So basically, in the HMI of the car, you will see, what is the best performance of the brake, what is the temperature of the brake, and always to have the best performance in the braking. Also, we put in the car a telemetry system, so when you want to record a driving session, or in case a lap time, basically the car will record all the main parameters of driving: steering, throttle, engine, gearbox, brake pressure. So this will allow you to increase your driving skills and develop toward a racing driver. We also have features inside the car that are really derived from racing, like the rear arch, the 4-point seat belt, of course sport seats, like I said, the connected telemetry, but the car you will see inside is fully equipped with carbon fiber on the doors, with those racing door handles that when you sit inside you really feel to be in a GT3. And of course this is a street legal car. So we wanted our customers to have the chance to design their cars with endless configuration, so we can choose all of our color range, so each customer can create its own racing STO. But where we can understand if our engineers develop a good car or not. And there's only one place, which is the racetrack. So if we compare the lap time of the Huracán STO in Daytona International Speedway with the Huracán GT3, so a pure racing car with slick tires, so not homologated, and the STO with street legal tires, you can see that there are just few seconds different, meaning that a road car has been designed truly like a racing car. Signore e signori di Huracán STO, please. Thank you.